Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, you guys already know how I feel. I am so appreciative of you coming back and spending more of your time with me. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, let's get to today's reading. Today we have a little subscriber request. We are going to be looking into how will your future spouse propose to you? So this reading does not focus on who this person is. We are going to be talking about your connection and what's going to be going on leading up to you guys deciding to get married. And then we're going to ask how will they be proposing. And now, if you want to hear more about your future spouse and that relationship and that journey, I do have a playlist for that. So make sure to check it out if you haven't already. And let's see. I think that was it. Before we dive in, that was all the announcements. You guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from. As always, we have a group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'm at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you chose this Know Your Rights card, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a subscriber request where we are going to be looking into how will your future spouse propose to you. We are going to be focusing, in this reading, we're going to be focusing more so on what is going on in your connection leading up to this, you guys deciding to get married. And then we're going to be asking, how is this person going to propose? This does not focus on who this person is, but if you are interested in that, I do have a playlist where we definitely have that reading. We have a few of those. We have all kinds of stuff over there, so make sure to check that out. All right, with that being said, you guys know what's up though. It is a collective reading, so if you're not vibing with the energy that I'm reading today, if you can't imagine it for you or you don't want it, that's okay, friends. It just probably means it's not for you. Let's try to have fun with it. This is meant to be a fun little reading. Hopefully we can deliver that. But my group number 1s, thank you so much for being here today, my babies. I hope you guys are doing well. And let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. All right, let's tap into my group number 1s. Messages for my group number 1s. Their future spouse. What can we know about my group number 1's connection with their future spouse? What will be going on in their connection? What will it be like leading up to this? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1s. What can we know about their connection leading up to this proposal? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1s. What can we know about their connection leading up to this? Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have the 9 of Wands. Oh, you guys are vulnerable. Yeah, there's like wounds or things. It feels like there's a sense of overcoming. So past wounds or things that we've been through, it feels like you guys have overcome that. It feels like you and your future spouse, you guys dealt with something major together. There could have been like, yeah, there could have been something that either one of you could have been dealing with and you guys could have weathered that storm. Yeah. So your connection at the time leading up to you guys getting engaged, you guys do go through an experience where you realize that this is the person that you want to weather all the things with, all the towers with, right? Towers are going to happen in life. We never know when, how, where. But sometimes we realize who we would want around in those moments. And this definitely feels that way because at the time that this is happening, or like as we're like leading up to it, it does feel like there's a sense of like vulnerability. Yes. But it's like, okay, I surrender. I give in. Like this is someone that, I feel like they make you kind of see things differently, or you see things differently now. All right. What can we know about their connection leading up to their proposal? What can we know? We have the High Priestess. You just know it. So this could be like someone, God forbid, but it's like someone lost a grandparent or went through a hardship and the other kind of helped us through, or maybe we both went through something challenging. It is giving we overcame this together and now we see how well we do or how we support each other during times of possible crisis. Times of upheaval or disappointment. Maybe there's even a recognizing that this person, their broken heart or your broken heart, it's like we kind of soothe that. There is a lot of energy here of feeling spiritually connected. You guys aren't openly talking about this, but I think that you kind of feel like things are heading in this direction of like, I could see myself with this person. And I think intuitively you kind of know that this person feels the same, or like sees things the same way, right? All right, the Six of Swords, again, there's an energy here of moving on, moving forward, past the waves, right? Past the storm. So far we have Pisces and Scorpio. So water energy showing up, but it's like deep emotional, like bond through pain. All right, why the Nine of Wands in reverse? The Fool, this is a new beginning. Yeah, this is also like a new experience as well. Why the Tower? Four of Cups. We have Justice. Why the Ace of Swords? And tell me about the High Priestess. So yeah, this feels like for a lot of you guys, this person's like gonna surprise you. Or something surprising is gonna happen in your connection. This person might even play like aloof, you know, and at times you may like wonder how deeply they kind of feel or think, and then something happens, and I really think that you're like, oh shit. Like this person has been the person that I've been feeling or wanting them to be, or something, you know, like all along. Because I do feel like when it's go time, they show up. This person's also very romantic. So it's almost like you could even picture this person like proposing in a romantic manner, or there's something romantic about your connection. This would feel very hidden, like it's only between you two. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This person is very, I want to say like generous, or yeah, there's a feeling here where like this person may not be the wealthiest, but they are very generous with what they have. Yeah, this person might give you like presents, or they might, you guys might go out. This is giving the energy of they want to propose like over a very romantic like dinner or something, where it's like normally like they wouldn't like pay for this type of thing. Like you might even think that like, oh, this is fancy. And if it's not that, you know, it could just mean again that they are kind of a gift giver. They're very sweet. Like they might even hide your like ring in like another silly box, or like it mixed up with other stuff, or like if you like squishies, or you know, something like that, the squishy might be wearing wearing the ring. Your Labubu, bitch. Your Labubu's gonna be wearing your ring around its little arm, around its ear. All right, let's continue. That was cute. Let's see. How will this person propose? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, their future spouse. How will their future spouse propose? Messages for my group number ones. How will their future spouse propose? Oh. How will their future spouse propose? You have the Devil. Queen of Wands. Oh, shit. You know what? For some of you guys, it's like literally when they're like in you, or like you're in them. Like whatever you guys do, it might be like then, if you guys are obviously active before you're married. That's kind of not going to be for everyone, but for some of you, it is giving that. It's so you almost think that they may, I don't know, not that they're not serious, but it feels like it's a very passionate moment. Now, for others of you, this is at a point where they are like, they're obsessively like, you're looking good. You guys might even be like drinking a little bit, having a good time with that devil. You guys could be overindulging in something. And again, there's a feeling here if they present you, like this person's they're gonna propose to you. I'm telling you, it feels like it's like a little gift or something, or they have like different boxes, or I don't know. It's almost like they're presenting you with there's more than one thing going on. Let's put it that way. There's more than one thing going on. All right. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Swords, or no, what is that? Oh no, that's the Eight of Swords. Okay, so it's almost like the first time that they mention it, or the first time that they do this, you might think it's kind of a joke. So let's say that they propose with like a toy ring, or they do bring it up while they're while they're in ya or on ya. Let's say that it's almost like it's going to be a do-over for a lot of you guys. Not like a do-over, because it's not like it failed. But it is giving like okay, here's the real thing. Or no, I'm being serious. Because there is a feeling here of either thinking they're not serious or not taking it serious, or, you know, the way that it's brought up. Now, you might be pretty naive to this, because it is giving that you're just like, I think you're in a really happy space. You're really feeling good. You're feeling positive and safe in your relationship. You know, things are feeling really good. So this person could take you somewhere, you know, where you guys could have some fun. Or like I said, it could be like overindulge in some kind of way. Or this is maybe even like you guys are coming back home from being out, right? And then maybe that's when intimacy happens for those of you that fall into that category. Where the Two of Pentacles. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, because it's not what you expect. It's not your traditional proposal. It's not. There's something to it. And you wish it was more romantic. You're like, wait, are you being serious? So let's say that they are drunk, or let's say that it is brought up as kind of a joke, or the way that they do it, you know, maybe it's a ring pop. I don't know. It's like there's something here where you're like, man, like that? So a part of you, and then they're like, no, I'm serious. And then that kind of leads to more conversation. Because the way that they do it, it feels like it's either casual. So let's say that they do take you to like a fancy restaurant or something. When they bring it up, I don't think that they're going to do the traditional down on one knee and ask you. It may be like they just kind of hand you something, you know, and they're like, well, what do you think? Or, you know, something like that, friends. All right, why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Hermit reverse, and then why the Eight of Swords? Messages for my group number ones. Yeah, so pages, so you're like, wait, are you serious? And so then you start to take it more serious. Because at first you don't think that they are, or at first you're like, wait, what? What are you, what? What the, what the helly? Yeah, that's what it's giving. And then you start kind of asking questions. You're like, okay, well, I see conversation happening. Tell me about the Devil. One more on the Devil, please. Messages for my group number ones. How is their future spouse going to propose? Why the Devil? Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles. You guys could be out somewhere doing something. Or, well, we already said that you guys are definitely going to be doing something. I wonder if the way that they're, because this is Capricorn energy and then Chariot moving forward, I wonder if they're being real, like, I don't know. I wonder how they're bringing it up, you guys, because it feels like the way that they do it, it's almost like you were hoping for something different or expecting something different. Like, even though you're going to be happy, there's almost like this, wait, what? And then there's like a practical conversation, or there's things that are going on. It's not like question and happiness and the confetti and the secret cameras come out and your girlfriends were hiding under the table. Like, I'm not seeing that, you know? I'm not saying that can't happen for you, but this group is very specific with the vibe that it is, because of the way that this, it almost like is suggested, you know? I don't know if they ask, or more so it's suggested. Because if this person does it, like while, you know, you guys are doing it, and they're like, you know, I want you to marry me, or I want you to be mine, or something, you could be like, oh, you know, thinking that that's what they're talking about. And then afterwards, you might be like, wait, were you serious? Or like, let's say that they do give you, you know, a little present or something insinuating marriage, but there's also something about it where you're like, wait, are you serious? You know, and then we're talking, and then we're asking. Because there's a lot of stuff here that you're like, I can't tell. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. All right. My group number ones, that's what I have for you today. How fun was that? Well, for me, I'm all getting glimpses into your guys' lives. I like it. It's like, who needs TV when I got you guys? All right, what should we do today? Should we do the romance oracles, huh? Yeah, I guess we'll do those. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. What can we know about their future spouse and their connection and how they'll propose? What can we know? All right, we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. Wedding. Oh, look at that. I wonder if they even bring up at our wedding we could do this, and you're like, wait, what? All right, so this person could take you out of your comfort zone a little bit. We have new love and let go of control issues. Now, new love, it could be a brand new person. Again, this reading is not covering that, but when I put these two together, this almost makes me think that this person loves you in a way, or goes about things in a way that might get you a little bit out of your comfort zone. It's maybe almost like letting them take charge, or maybe there's something kind of spontaneous, or there's something different here. So allow the situation to unfold naturally. So it's almost like maybe it's them like even bringing it up. But like I said, an indicator of you guys are going to get close to, you know, this time is you overcome something challenging with them in your life. Whether it's you helping them helping you, or you guys kind of weathering the storm together, and your kind of thoughts of them start to change. Like I said, it's like, I want this person, this is my person that I want to go through the hard stuff with. All right, my group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a subscriber request. We're going to be looking into how will your future spouse propose. My group number twos, this reading is going to go over, we're going to look into your connection and see what things are going to be, what are they going to be like leading up to this proposal. And then we're going to ask, how will they propose? As always, though, it is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment. If you're not vibing with the story that I'm picking up on today, that's okay. It just may mean it's not for you. Besides that, though, let's try to have fun with it. This reading is not going to go over who your future spouse is, but if you would like to hear more about that, make sure to check out my future spouse playlist. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, there's a few readings in there. So I hope you guys are doing well, my babies. Let's get to it. I feel like I need to catch my breath after saying all that. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. Messages for my group twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right. Their future spouse, please. What will my group number twos connection be like leading up to this proposal? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group twos. Can we know about their connection? What can we know? What can you tell us about their connection leading up to this proposal? What can we know about their connection leading up to their proposal? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know about their connection leading up to their proposal? All right, the Chariot. Okay, that's good. We have Three of Swords, Queen of Wands. All right, so you could be feeling a little dissatisfied over the way that things are moving forward. Maybe it is because you want this proposal, or we'll see what that is. Interesting how Three of Swords came out in group 1 as well. So I don't know if you guys came over here from over there or if it's just coincidental. We have Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Okay, what else? What's going on in their connection? All right, so you just want more, you know, it's like you're having a great time, you know, you and this person are connecting, you're happy, you are happy, but you want more with that Three of Swords and that Five of Pentacles. There's something here that just, yeah, it's not enough, or there's something here that was a disappointment. Here's this King of Cups, you know, this person does love you, but, oh, I see what it is. It's you guys aren't talking about what's next, about the next step. So before leading up to your guys' engagement or deciding to get married, you're going to be in this vibe of, well, I'm ready for the next step, and my person isn't talking about it, or we're not talking about it. They might deflect, or they might this and that. So I think you're kind of in your feels. You know, you and this person, I feel like you are strongly connected and things are good. You could, now if this doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply. But for some of you guys, children could be on your mind, or there's like a childhood dream that you have of like what it would be like when you were in love and going to be engaged or get married. So I can't tell if it's desire, expectations, or thinking about, I don't know, the past. You know, this is soulmate energy as well, but we already talked about the connection, the bond isn't going to be the problem. It's, like I said, your desires or your expectations or things that you want in your heart that aren't necessarily being talked about or being addressed at this time. I think for most of you, it's probably, you know, that thing of like, okay, well, where's this heading? Like, is this, you know, are we going to be together? And this person is probably just kind of skedaddling or I don't want to say avoiding the topic, but it just seems like talking about it is a challenge. All right, the Star reverse. Tell me about the Page of Wands. So there's triggers here. Yeah, no, it's because you want commitment. It's like you want marriage. And you feel like your relationship is at peace, like everything is good. So in your head, you're probably like, why not make it better and get married? And this person's like, it's good. Why do anything right now? It's good. So just differences in perspective as well. But it is very clear in this reading, whoever I'm reading for, this is someone who desires this, and we're in our feels. We're maybe even feeling hopeless. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to have this. It's never me. You know, it is feeling like that to some degree with the Star reverse, because the Star reverse and the Five of Pentacles is a little dramatic. Obviously, if it has to do with trauma or mental health, you know, we're not calling that dramatic. But in this reading, if it's about the desires or the things that we want, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's like hand on the back of the hand on the forehead, like it's never going to happen. But I think it is, according to my little cards. I think this is all just kind of leading there, you know. It just feels like it's the kind of normal. It might be like the femme urge to femme. All right. Tell me about the Sun card. Ace of Swords in reverse, oblivious, because your person is just acting kind of dumb or acting aloof, but their wand is excited. You know, there's a lot of passion, a lot of good stuff in your relationship and in your connection. But you want to have this conversation. Tell me about the Three of Swords with the Page of Swords in reverse. It's like they're not asking. Tell me why the Three of Swords with the Page of Swords in reverse. Four of Wands, justice, getting married. If you want to live together, if we're going to do this, I want to have the paper, or I want it to be right. There's something here about moving in together, or, you know, talking about marriage. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. King of Wands, you guys want the same things. You guys, it's giving power couple vibes. Tell me why the Five of Pentacles with the Star reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like something's not working. We're not talking about what's not working or how this isn't going to work. Or maybe you're saying this isn't going to work unless we're married. Tell me about the Ace of Swords in reverse. There's a little bit of Aquarius coming through, which makes me think of like, doesn't want to follow like what's expected, or like there's also some detachment, but I think that's just kind of, it's not on purpose. It's just kind of like a natural thing, but this person is locked in on you. They are Seven of Swords in reverse. Six of Pentacles. So you guys have talked a little bit, you know, but I feel like you feel it's not enough, or you're just not sure, you know, but you guys are happy, but now you're just like, okay, well, where is this heading? Or, you know, do we want the same things? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it feels good other than that conversation or that question that isn't coming and that we want. And it's almost like it's the elephant in the room that we're kind of skirting around, or someone already knows how the other feels. All right, let's continue. We have Taurus, Leo, could be anyone. We have fire, strong fire signs showing up. Cancer as well. All right, thank you, Spirit. Well, somehow you guys make it through. Let's see how this person proposes. Thank you, Spirit. How will this person propose? How will this happen? Messages for my group number 2. How will this person propose? How will this happen? Messages for my group 2s, please. How will they propose? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. How will their future spouse propose? All right, we have the Ace of Swords. It's almost like the topic is kind of brushed. It's like brushed over. How will they propose? It has to be, you guys, it has to be them not feeling like they're being trapped, or like it can't come from anyone else. Like this literally has to come from them. And I know that this, you know, it's for everyone that it should come from ourselves. But this person there, it has to be on their terms. I see that, because if they even feel like a sense of like being pushed or something, it's not because they don't love you. It's just a sense of like rebellion, of like, nope, 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 not going to conform, not going to conform. And they're also like, they're not like out front or like open, or maybe they don't know like how to express themselves or what they want, not what they want with you. Maybe it's like what makes them uncomfortable about getting married. Because I will say this person is uncomfortable getting married. They have no problem living with you. They have no problem having children with you. They have no problem doing that. And I know some of you are getting upset right now because no one is telling you to do that, babe. I'm just telling you, the energy that I'm reading today is someone that is more than okay with that. And you're like, well, I'm not okay with that. At least that's the energy I'm picking up. If you guys are okay with that, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's whatever works for you guys. But what I'm feeling here is one person wants it and the other one is happy with the way things are. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse? They're very stubborn. How will they propose? 10 of Wands. Why the Page of Swords in reverse? 2 of Cups. Yeah, because this person is like, we don't got to do all that to know that we're together, to know that you're my person. Or like, we don't need to talk about it. It's almost like this person, it's like the bond is enough for them. Like they're just like in heaven and they don't want to, I'm going to be honest with you guys, they don't want to fuck it up. Remember earlier when I said that you might think it's perfect, let's get married. And they might be like, it's perfect, let's not do anything different. Let's just keep it like this. Why the King of Pentacles in reverse? How will they propose? Yeah, because this person's like, they love you, you know, they're in love with you. They are. It's just how they think of commitment and marriage. And I see them eventually getting there, but it has to be on their terms. And that's the part that's going to really weigh on you. I'm not telling you to wait. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just saying that if this is your person, they could just take longer, or there could be a period of time where they're just happy and enjoying it, you know, and they think you're doing the same, and we aren't really talking about it. This person is literally like, it's working. This is a functional relationship. To them, this is good. Tell me about Temperance. Death reverse. And what else, please? What else can we know about how they'll propose? We have Ace of Wands, the Empress. Honestly, for some, it might be like, you know, if it's possible, it might be that you get pregnant, or it takes a little while. I mean, they know what they have, you know, but they are in no hurry. They're just so happy with you. They really are. Are they going to end up asking my group number 2s to marry them? Is this person going to end up proposing to my group 2s? Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be together with this person. But you're not going to be happy because you're going to have a life with them before you guys are married. This is giving. And if that's not in your culture or what you do, I completely understand that. I completely understand that. Maybe this means you're going to end up like moving into this person's house, like eventually when you guys get married and stuff. But it would take a while. That's why this group, it feels like you guys have a whole life with them before you guys are officially married. Because marriage in this group comes later in the relationship. There's a lot of life that's lived leading up to it. And I understand if it's not for you, it's not for you. But yeah, this is giving long-term partnership. I do think some of you guys will end up married. I am seeing family. For those of you that want children, or it's possible, you know, I see that happening. All right. But you guys just don't see eye to eye on certain things. And it's almost like this person's like, me being here or me doing this, it's almost like their love language is being there, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. I don't think that this person feels strongly positive about marriage. My group number 2s. Whew, all right. No wonder I needed to take a breath before I even started your reading. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s, please. Their future spouse. What else can we know? What else can we know about their future spouse? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. We have engagement. So you want to get engaged, staying optimistic. We have romantic feelings and true love. So yeah, your bond, your love, that's not the issue. It's about, it feels like it's about that paper. It's about making it official. And that's where you guys are going to have to meet in the middle, come to some common ground, or, you know, I don't know. It seems like it's going to be a little while. But like I said, I think at the end of the day, it's important that you guys are happy. And from what I saw in your reading, you guys are going to be happy with this person. My group number 2s, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we have a subscriber request. We're going to be looking into how will your future spouse propose to you. My group number 3s, this reading does not focus on who your future spouse is, but we do focus on what is going on in your connection leading up to your proposal. And then, yeah, how will they be proposing? If you are interested in who this person may be, I do have a future spouse playlist that you can check out. Besides that, though, let's see if we can get a fun little reading out of this. If you're not vibing with the energy that I'm reading today, that is okay. If it's triggering or anything like that, it just probably means it's not for you. Besides that, though, let's try to have fun with it. And I hope you're doing well, my babies. I love being here with you guys. If you're watching this when it first posts, happy Friday. All right, let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. Messages for my group 3s, please. Messages for my group number 3s. What can we know? What can you tell us? Their future spouse. what can we know about their connection leading up to this proposal? Messages for my group number 3s. What can we know about their connection leading up to this proposal? Thank you, Spirit. What can my group 3s know? What's their connection like leading up to this proposal? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s. What's their energy in this connection leading up to this proposal? All right, we have 8 of Wands. So it feels like we're really putting in the work here to try to make this work, or to try to kind of stay hopeful maybe in the situation. It does seem like there's been some kind of failed attempts. There's been some miscommunications, or this person could even be kind of showing some distance as well. Maybe there's someone who's kind of detached. It is giving Aquarius energy coming through. Right, why the 8 of Wands? What's the energy in this connection leading up to this proposal? So things feel like they're finally moving ahead after a period of time where things did not feel like they were the best. That's what those failed attempts are. So now we're in a new cycle where things seem to be moving forward. Now, I do feel like your connection does have challenges. It's either it's work, or where someone lives, or other people involved. It doesn't mean third party. I'm not getting that. I just mean that there's a situation here that makes it a little bit more challenging to be together. This could have been someone that you're maybe losing hope, or you didn't think that it could work out, or there was a lot to heal here. Maybe there was past relationship wounds that we needed to work through, because this 8 of Pentacles tells me like we're putting in the work, or this is working, but it's not your traditional type of relationship. It feels like there's something different here. Why the 8 of Pentacles? We have the Lovers. We have the 2 of Wands and the Hermit reverse. So I do feel like there's this energy here of you and this person are working well together, but it doesn't feel like they're necessarily making a move, and they don't really even talk about it or anything like that. You could even be feeling like, are we even together, or do we even want the same things? I think you feel very spiritually connected to this person. I think they're very drawn to you, but I also feel like there's someone who's pretty detached, and I think that you're trying to kind of work around that, because at the end of the day, you might feel like this person is your soulmate, you know? You feel they're your partner, or maybe you feel like this is where your heart is leading you, and maybe you feel like your heart is leading you to work on this. Tell me why the King of Swords in reverse. There could be kids involved, or there's an energy here of community or family. Tell me why the King of Swords in reverse. There's a past. There's something in the past here that makes this person either feel hopeless, feel negative, or maybe there's children from a past relationship for some of you, not for everyone. But there is something here. There's some kind of history that's triggered, and it comes through. And maybe it even shows in like what makes this person happy, or how this person seeks happiness. Tell me what's changing here with the 8 of Wands and the Death card. Okay, so you guys are together. It's like things are looking positive. But there's some hangups here that we haven't been able to move past. We haven't been able to, to work through. This is also giving the energy of you guys like uniting or reuniting or coming together in some kind of way. But when you do, there could be a lot of issues that haven't been worked through yet. And it's going to be up to both of you to decide if you want to work through this. If not, it's just going to continue to stalemate, or it's going to continue to just not change anything. So it's almost like you're presenting yourself to this person in a way of like, hey, I'm available, or I'm open. It's not chasing. It's just being receptive. And I think this person is kind of going through something, or like working through something. Tell me more why the Ace of Wands in reverse with the 2 of Wands in reverse. Hangman. Yeah, nothing's moving forward. And tell me about this Queen of Wands. Magician. And you're like, well, I know what I want, or I know who I am. You're very confident in who you are. And this person, it's like they're there, but they're not. They're coming through as being very detached. What's going on with this person? Maybe they're hung up on, yeah, it's hung up on some wounds from the past. And so they want to avoid drama or conflict, or they haven't addressed certain things in their life. So they're maybe letting their past kind of dictate their future and their present to some degree because of their wounding. So this is going to take time. You and them are going to spend a lot of time or invest in each other. So it seems like you're pretty, there's no expectations here. You're like, whatever comes of this, comes of this. I'm willing to explore it, or I'm, you know, like I said, I'm receptive, I'm open, and I'm willing to work on this, but we'll see where it goes. All right, they're coming through as an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini. Doesn't have to be, but it's here strongly. We also have Virgo and Aries coming through, and Scorpio. All right, my group number 3s. Let's see how this person, what in the world, how are they going to propose to you? All right, get it together, group 3s person. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s, please. How will their future spouse propose? Messages for my group 3s. How will their future spouse propose? Messages for my group number 3s. Thank you, Spirit. How will their future spouse propose to my group 3s? How will their future spouse propose? We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not talking about it. Yeah, this feels like you've kind of maybe giving them the cold shoulder because you want them to make the move, or you want them to kind of initiate things. Yeah, you're literally, you're like, what's their move going to be? They're the ones that are going to have to make some kind of bold move. And this person, they feel stuck, or they feel trapped, or maybe they're afraid of, maybe they're trapped in their past. Tell me about the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Devil. Wow. How's this person going to propose? Why the 10 of Wands? Why the 5 of Cups? Why the Knight of Swords? Why the 2 of Wands? Why the 8 of Swords? So when they propose, it's already going to be hard enough for them to kind of do it, and they're going to do it in their way. And then unfortunately, you're going to be like, that's not how I would have wanted it, or that's not enough. Or are they just doing it because they're tired of me giving them the cold shoulder, or they're tired of this kind of being a burden on the relationship? So I do want to say, group 3, obviously only check in with yourself, and only you know yourselves, but there is a lot of pressure here on what's going to make you happy, or what makes you happy. And it feels like there's a big weight about that. And so when marriage or a proposal is brought up, the way that you feel this person does it, or it's almost like then now you're in your head where you're like, well, shit, is this going to work? Is this going to be enough? Is this, you know, is this what I want it to be? So there is a lot of karmic triggering here between you and this person. Especially because we have that Devil there. And look, the Devil's right next to the Sun card. And that's almost like I'm set. I'm obsessed with what's going to make me happy. And it's important not to lose sight of, yeah, maybe what's going to make us happy is being married. But is this person ready? Are they the right person? You know, it's like we can't lose sight over the important shit. It's like marriage is not about love. It's more of a partnership, organization, business venture. I know that sounds so non-romantic, but yes, the initial bond is love, and what keeps you guys going is going to be the love for each other. But the partnership, the organization, thinking of it as more of like a company, building a company together, it's literally going to be building a life together. So it's like, is this person, how they're showing up now, or what they're showing me now, oh shit, is this how it's going to be? Is this the right thing to do? So it does seem like you feel a little trapped or a little stuck in this situation. It does feel sticky. It's almost like I don't want to be without them, but at the same time, I want more. So now what do I do? So like I said, it's really important not to lose sight of what you want, what you deserve, and if this person is even kind of able to give that to you. Why the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Devil? Six of Wands in reverse. It feels like you're holding out from maybe giving them attention, but it would be toxic with that Devil. Why the Ten of Wands and the Sun? Temperance reverse. Yeah, because there's a lot of pressure. Again, it's almost like, I want to be married. I want to be married now, and that's what's going to make me happy. Now, if you don't feel that way, that is okay. I'm actually really happy to hear that you don't feel that way. But someone listening might be feeling that way. And like I said, maybe you're the one that needs the message of just don't lose sight of the bigger picture and not just wanting or being obsessed with the idea of something. I'm not saying you are, you aren't, but I am seeing indicators here that say that you're going to have to be very honest with yourself about what this person can provide and what you want from them, and if those expectations are realistic. Because there's a realization here that's weighing on you, or there's regret or sadness over not walking away, or maybe feeling like you can't walk away. Tell me about the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse. And tell me about the Two of Wands with the Page of Cups. Yeah, because this person, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think this person has a lot of baggage. And because of that baggage that they have, it means dealing with that to some degree. No one is telling you to do that. No one is. I'm just saying that's the energy that's coming through here. So if you do choose to be with this person, it's going to be things that we have to work through, and it's going to frustrate you. This person could feel trapped to someone from the past, or a mother. Why the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, but that's also feeling like you feel trapped, of like your time is passing, or you're not feeling secure, or maybe it's motherhood, or not flourishing, not having this abundant life, and then feeling like you're dealing with someone that maybe isn't stepping up and taking control. And I think that they show you a little bit, and then they pull back. So my group number 3s, I am so sorry. Our camera cut off at the last 2 minutes of your reading. So we did miss a few of those last messages where we left off. I know that where we left off, it felt a little doom and gloom, but I do feel like if both of you want this, you guys are going to be able to make it work, but it's just going to be kind of working through some of the things that come up. All right, let's get you guys some closing messages to make up for that breaking up of the reading. All right, thank you, Spirit. Any closing messages for my group number 3s about their future spouse? How will they propose? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s. Any closing messages, please? We have the Star card. There's that healing energy that I was picking up, is that I don't feel like all is lost. I do feel like you and this person are helping each other heal through things. But if there is like karmic lessons, it's not always easy. I do think there is going to be a lot of healing and moving forward that happens, but there's going to be things that feel like delays, or feel like we're not necessarily sure. You guys might have a dynamic where maybe you break up and come back together, or there's delays in coming back together. Maybe there's healing that individually needs to happen before you guys can have progress. There's that Hierophant. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. So here's this, like your relationship with this person, I think there's going to be things about them, or things that, so any lessons that we are kind of not seeing, we're going to end up kind of repeating with this person until you guys kind of both have a breakthrough. Some of those things, again, could be feeling like your wants, your desires, your expectations are different than the reality of who this person is, or what they're capable of offering, or of what the circumstances kind of support. Now, for some of you guys, you will end up with this person. I do feel like this is someone that you're going to be with for a while if that's what you want. But I think the road to traditional marriage is going to be it's going to be a little bumpy. Okay. I do think that this person, I think that they have no problem showing up in partnership, like once they're locked in. But I just think that they're always going to kind of want to do things in their own way. And it might be tied into triggers from the past, or, certain things that this person hasn't worked through. Maybe processing emotions is difficult for this person. All right. My group number threes. So let's wrap this up again. um, let's get you guys some oracle cards. We'll pick brand new ones. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes, please. Your future spouse, heart-to-heart conversations. You guys actually got that the first time. So honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. We're going to need a lot of authenticity here. Healing family issues. There's that healing we were talking about from the past. You guys make the effort. And one more. And unrequited love. Sometimes it's going to feel like this person doesn't feel the same or doesn't want you. But again, I don't necessarily think it's that. I think it's other factors going on. Yeah, I think that, like I said, for a lot of you, there could be a past situation that is kind of haunting them or this or affecting things. My group number threes, that is what I have for you today. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.